What up boys, just to start this video, it's been a little while, I know. I've been sort of distracted by other videos within like strategy content, but hopefully techs are coming back within the recent meta shifts. With that said, if you are new to this channel and do enjoy Clash Royale strategy, then be sure to subscribe. I'm going to try and do these more often, so if you want to get better with hot trends in the Clash world, then this may just be the channel for you. Anyhow, into Elixir Golem. I want to start by saying that he actually has quite a bit less health than the normal Golem. The Elixir Golem weighs in at just over 4,000 HP, whilst the normal Golem weighs in at just under 6,000 HP. It's 1.7 thousand HP less and makes the Elixir Golem's playstyle a little bit weird and a little bit situational. The Elixir Golem's main phase has the same health as a Hog Rider, so it is very weird to play with. Let's discuss the playstyle in single Elixir to start with. Against lower health beatdown decks, so literally every beatdown deck except Golem, you want to be pushing into the same lane as a reactionary play in order to support your Elixir Golem. Your tank has more health overall than any other tank except Golem, and as long as you support well, you'll come out on top in this battle. Against a regular Golem, use the Elixir Golem as a punish play with apt support. Make them do defending and not have enough Elixir to help out with their tank, but do not overcommit. Use something like a mini packer on defense to deal with the Golem. Against fast punish decks like Hog Rider, just invest as usual, but be wary of their counter pushes. Do not overcommit in single Elixir. You will be overrun when they eventually kill your Elixir Golem, so always try to have a good 4 to 5 Elixir still in hand when you're pushing in single Elixir. In double Elixir, things change up a little bit. You want to push into the opposite lane against weaker beatdown. Take down their tower, make them ditch their tank, and clean that tank up with something as small as like even goblins. Against the Golem, it's the same game plan. You might need something beefier to take out their Golem, but otherwise make sure their tank is being ditched. If they decide not to ditch, just base race them instead. Against punish decks in double Elixir, you have a very easy ride. Your opponent has to use their punish after your Elixir Golem dies, so you just gotta play out a long offense throughout double Elixir time. Invest your Elixir Golem, make sure to take down their tower, and then play defense. If you can't get their tower, you're in for a little bit of trouble, but Elixir Golem usually does take down towers very easily. Overtime is simple. Elixir Golem's favourite time of the game. If you take down a tower, the game ends, and your opponent cannot use that 4 Elixir gain against you to push. Against lower health beatdown, Elixir Golem at the river as soon as overtime starts. Against Golem, Elixir Golem at the river as soon as overtime starts. Against punish, you probably guessed it, Elixir Golem at the river as soon as overtime starts. You just want to put everything into this push for that tower to end the game. If you don't get it, then you lose the game. It's somewhat of a coin toss, but it's heavily weighted towards Elixir Golem because it's so easy to take down a tower instantly with this boy. Okay, now we move into some more micro tech for him. To start, a quick note is that you really do not want to be using him on defense. He's okay if you want to kite and then counter push, but using him to tank and die on defense is literally the worst thing you can do with this card. You are just fueling your opponent's push. Alright, let's talk about how we synergize with him. I think he'll fit into two main kind of decks. Ones that'll take down a tower in one push and hardcore defend, and also more traditional beatdown. Let's talk about that beatdown kind first. The support for him should be stuff that's ready to kill on offense. I'm talking things like Mini Pecker, that will run in there and take out range units in just one tap, allowing for those necessary positive trades and damage for the Elixir Golem. The spells I would suggest are either Poison or Lightning. Fireball won't kill enough units, and Rocket won't even hit enough units. For a small spell, I'd recommend pairing Log with Poison and Zap with Lightning. These give you enough versatility and power for your offensive pushes. Executioner and Tornado are probably going to be a powerful option in these decks. Regaining the Elixir that you lose by playing the Elixir Golem will be easy with Exenado, but be careful of split pushes. Talking of these split pushes, the final 2 deck slots of yours should be flexible to deal with such pushes. My favourite 2 combos are Ice Spirit and Goblins, or Skeletons and Mega Minions. Both of these are under 4 Elixir and can deal with cheap punishes effectively without being vulnerable to spells. Cheap, reliable push stoppers to round this out. So those are the investment decks that I see forming, and I think they will be more popular due to it being the more generic form of beatdown for this card. The other sort of deck I can see existing is a sort of punish type. These decks are always going to be on their toes and be looking to go in whenever their opponent spends 5 Elixir or more. A good pairing for the Elixir Golem would be Balloon or Graveyard, due to his high initial HP but low Elixir cost. These will almost always take out the tower when you push him with that combo, and just rely on good defense to make sure that you don't lose every everything on the return. Now, I wanted to talk about how we counter the Elixir Golem. A lot of the community are up in arms right now saying it's too OP, but I think a large portion of the people will calm down once they understand the concept that I'm about to explain. The Elixir Golem technically costs 7 Elixir, the 3 up front and the 4 that you give away. 7 Elixir units are made to be punished. Now, when they place it, you can't just go and punish the other lane because your opponent is only down 3 Elixir at this point. You must defend straight on and forget about punishing theory. Just plant your high DPS into the same lane. Mini P.E.K.K.A.s and Inferno Dragon do work here, but your opponent will likely have enough Elixir to use spells on these. I suggest P.E.K.K.A. as the ultimate counter. Put all of your DPS into this Elixir Golem lane. It'll die rather easily and you punish afterwards. Split your units, making your opponent strain for Elixir for an extremely easy win. The Elixir Golem is almost guaranteed to get 1 tower over a game just because of how it functions. But of course, when it dies, you are then presented with an opportunity to go and get 2 towers, meaning you can win out very easily if you play this correctly. And yeah, I think if you know that theory about how to defend and how to punish an Elixir Golem, you can very easily deal with him, although he does seem a small bit intolerable before you know this. Anyway lads, that is all I got for Elixir Golem. These episodes are usually labelled as strong or wrong, but really I think we all know that he's a little bit strong, and in my opinion, that is a good sign. New cards that come out extremely weak are boring and don't shift up the game whatsoever, so this is fun. Let me know what you think of this boy down below. I know that opinions are going to be more split than 4 Elixir blobs, but that's sort of the fun of it. I'll be replying to every single one of you below, so make sure you subscribe and hit me with those comments. But yeah boys, I hope you enjoyed this tech video. Thank you all for watching, and peace.